Hey, it's Kerry Sullivan here with How to Kick Ass in Sales. And today I want to talk to you about maintaining your state. And what do I mean by that? I mean your state of mind, your state of being, and that is absolutely vital for you to go out there and crush it in sales. You know when you've had those times in sales or in life when you're just in a rhythm and you're just able to get things done consistently at a higher level. So like in sales specifically, you're able to close more people faster. They say the best time to close someone is just after you've closed someone else, right? Because you're in that mood and that rhythm and you feel like you can close anyone and get any kind of deal done, right? So how is it then that you can get into that state all the time? And this is something that top athletes do too. The top athletes out there can consistently just have that state, that being, and that knowing that they're just going to go out there and they're going to make the big play. And top athletes know how to do that more consistently than anyone and how to get in that state. So I'm going to teach you how you can get into that state and you can close more people than ever and go out there and break records, because that's what I'm all about. I'm not about just closing more sales. I'm about breaking records. Let's go all out and go high with this. And so this right here, if you master this is worth $1 million, and it's really simple, and I'm going to teach you how to do it right here, right now. That's right. Take notes. Get excited. So here's how it happens. I'm going to actually tell this through a story because I learned how to do this really effectively through reading this book, and it told the story of how Pele used to do it. Pele was, at the time when he was playing soccer, he was the world's greatest soccer player. And what he used to do was for 30 minutes, he'd go into the locker room and he put a towel over his head. And he would just visualize and imagine things. So what he would do is number one, he'd go back to a time when he was a kid and he was playing in Brazil on the beaches. And he was just thinking about all the great times he had there and really got emotionally involved with it. He just took all the sights, the sounds, the taste, the smells, everything in of him playing soccer on the beach, just how the warm sun felt on his back, just everything, just taking it in and just playing really good in those times. And then what he would do is he would visualize and go back and recall some other times where he was at his best internationally. So when he had played at his best in past games. And what he would do is just, again, really get into that, visualizing how his body felt, how the ball felt on his feet, the plays he made and everything. And he just started stacking those emotions up and those feelings and those sights and those smells and the feel of everything, right? The actual physical feel of how the ball felt on him and everything. So that's what he did there. And then he then took it after he went through his childhood playing, then he went through top performances that he had on the international level. He then visualized on what he wanted to do specifically in the game coming up. All right, he wanted to do that in the game coming up. So what he would do is he would visualize exactly how he wanted to play in that game. And it worked for him. He's gone down as one of the greatest players ever to play the game. And at the time when he was playing, he was it. He was the best player out there. And so that is what you can do in your sales performance, because sometimes you can go through slumps, and I've been there, and I didn't know how to particularly get out of those slumps when I got them. And I've been through some really bad slumps in the beginning of when I was in sales, and I didn't really know how to get out of it. I really didn't. I just kept banging away. But if I knew how to do this, it would have worked a lot better. So what you want to do as a sales professional is you want to go back to a time when you were on fire. And you really want to imagine when you were not physically on fire, for any of you wise asses out there, but when you were on fire and you're just getting sale after sale done, you were unstoppable. You were in that presence. You were in that mind. Imagine what it felt like. Imagine the things that you were saying, the thoughts that were going through your head at that time, and also how you were breathing. How were you breathing during that, right? Breath is very, very important in terms of controlling a lot of things with your state and your emotions and everything like that. But go back to that time in your life where you were just kicking it all over the place in terms of sales. And maybe you can't tap into those because you haven't been at that level you want to be. That's fine. So what I want you to do in that case is I want you to tap into what it would be, what the top sales guy in your industry would do. All right, and just start thinking like him. Right, just bring on those things. What would a top sales professional be thinking? And then what would he, and how would he hold his body? And how would this top sales professional hold his body, right? And then lastly, go into how would he be breathing, right? And then you start getting into that state, and you can go out there and your confidence is boom, it's up, you're ready to go, and you can go out there and execute and know that you can get it done. Winners go in always believing that they can get it done. And top sales professionals do that. They believe that they can close the deal. They believe they can get it done. They have that confidence that if there's a sale to be made, they're going to make it, right? So get into that state by going through those visualizations, bringing up past experiences. And if you can't do that, if you haven't had any good experiences, just mimic someone else, what it would be like to be them, right? What they would be saying, how their body would be acting, how it would be moving, how they'd be breathing, right? Bring that all in and go out there and crush it and believe that you're going to get that deal done. All right. You got to believe, got to prepare to win, got to believe to win. All right. That's it. You prepare to win so you can win. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. And I will see you on the next How to Kick Ass in Sales video tomorrow. Hey, if you like this video, feel free to pass it around, make your comments below. If you get any questions, I'd love to answer those too. And that's it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.